Unfortunately, these laws are being written by people who don't really understand medical care, and so they're affecting a larger swath of the population than what they're meant to be affecting. So we're seeing patients who have highly desired pregnancies that are incompatible with life, that are unable to access the care they need. This is really going to disproportionately affect people of color, people of low socioeconomic status.
Well, that was a woman's reproductive health specialist in Florida, speaking ahead of a strict new abortion law championed by Conservative Governor Ron DeSantis, which came into effect today. The third most populous state in the US is now prohibiting abortion after just 6 weeks, a time when most women wouldn't even know they were pregnant. It replaces Florida's previous 15-week ban, which had made it one of the last states in the southern US to still allow a procedure at such a late stage. Let's talk through this with DW's Washington Bureau Chief, Ines Pohl. Welcome, Ines. Tell us more about what today's changes will mean and why they'll be felt well beyond Florida.
So this will have a significant impact on women seeking abortions, as many may not even have realized that they are pregnant at this early stage. Ever since the nationwide protection of abortion rights was overturned in 2022 from the US Supreme Court, Florida also has been a key access point for abortions in the whole region, with 1 in 3 southern abortions and 1 in 12 nationwide happening in the states as women from other southern states traveled there for the procedure. So this law will not only affect residents of Florida, but also women throughout the whole South.
Now, of course, a hugely contentious political issue, and Republican presidential candidate and former president, of course, Donald Trump, laid out his position on abortion last month, essentially saying the issue should be left to the states. He was asked more recently whether he was comfortable with the idea of states tracking and punishing women who seek abortions. And speaking to Time magazine, he said, "It's irrelevant whether I'm comfortable or not. It's totally irrelevant because the states are going to make those decisions." So, Ines Pohl, how does Mr. Trump's position square with American public opinion?
That's a difficult question to answer, because public opinion is really divided on this issue. While there is indeed a widespread opposition to the Supreme Court ruling that limited nationwide protection of abortion rights, opinions on federal action to protect abortion access really vary throughout this huge country with these many very diverse states. So roughly half of US adults believe federal politicians should work to enshrine abortion access nationally. 37% or so think it should be left to states, just exactly what Donald Trump was saying there.
Well, meanwhile, President Biden and his Democrats are hoping this issue, the abortion issue, will boost turnout in what's expected to be a close election come November. How important is this for them?
You know, a big problem for both the current president and the former president is to really motivate enough voters to participate in the elections in November, as neither of them has been able to energize the voter base, at least as for now. So that is one reason why the abortion issue is so important for President Biden, and why he and also his Vice President Kamala Harris are campaigning so much on that. They hope that it will drive voter turnout in the upcoming election, and they also believe that the reproductive rights issue, along with the constitutional amendment on the ballot to codify abortion protections in Florida, will make the state more competitive, especially since it was won by Trump in both 2016 and 2020. So the Sunshine State, Florida, could actually once again play a crucial role in deciding the outcome of the next presidential election. And it is actually really possible that this abortion ban we are talking about here tonight might ultimately help secure the White House for Joe Biden.
OK, thanks for that, Ines. DW's Washington Bureau Chief, Ines Pohl.